Time is it? What time is it, y'all? Oh man, I see the sun is out. Sun is brightening up, man. What time is it? This is the Living Out Your Car Chronicles. What's the comment say? What you doing? I was sleeping. That's what you gotta do. These are my curtains. These are my curtains. I knew the sun was out, so I had my curtains up. It's 3:05. Yeah, I had my curtains up. Man. I was taking a nap, man. I look out of my car, man. I was taking a nap, man. Oh man, this soda's so flat. Yeah, man. Pray for me, man. Can you give me a couple dollars, man? Yo, man. T. Bagans. Can you give me a couple dollars, man? Yeah, man. It's rough right now, man. It's rough right now, man. Unfortunately, yeah, man. This how it is. Unfortunately, that's how it is, man. That's how it is, man. Damn. That's how it is, man. You know? You don't got a couple dollars you can spare, man? Somebody told me if I started a YouTube account, I could possibly, get a room to sleep in. Right? You know? So I started an account, man. I'm streaming out of my car. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. Those gifts help, man. I'm gonna put my Cash App up in there, though. Let me put my Cash App. But thank you for the gifts, man. But I'm gonna put my Cash App.
Probably the weirdest part about running Chamberlain Coffee is that, one second, it's so easy with Shopify because Shopify connects the website and the coffee shop all in one place so that I can manage everything while I'm on the go. I can do whatever.
He says, hey, Joanne, how you doing? Oh, I'm tired, man. Hey, brother, how are you? My brother passed this. Oh, man, sorry to hear that, man. You know you in my prayers, man. You are in my prayers, sister girl. Damn. Sorry to hear that. But if any comfort, know that he is in a better place now. And he's watching over you. But I'm going to put my Cash App, man, if you want to. T. Bagans, if you still in here, man. Are you still in here? I'll put the Cash App. Hold on. He's in a better place though, Joanne. And I don't know his situation. If he was suffering, he's at peace now. I remember when my mother died, right? And I went to see her. I cried. But when I looked upon her, when it all set in, she looked so peaceful because she was sleeping. She was at peace. She wasn't in pain or suffering no more. Look at me looking sharp. Ah, man, don't say that, Joanne. Look, why? Because I trimmed the beard up a little bit. Yo, Joanne, don't say that, man. You're going to get the trolls mad, right? Because they always be in here on me, right? Yo, Joanne, don't say that. Nah, don't say that, Joanne. Yeah, listen. They say I look like Beetlejuice. My teeth, everything. Don't say that, Joanne. Don't say that, man. Because, you know, I got to stick to my character. I want to stick to my character, right? I want to stick to my character. I want to stick to my character, right? Because, look, they always talk about how I'm ugly, I'm all these things. But when I show my blessings, right, I got 2 beautiful baby girls, man. I couldn't have been that ugly to produce those. But I want to stick to my character, man. Yeah, I want to stick to my character, right? That's why, you know, I'm living out of my car right now, man. I'm in here living out the car. I'm tired, man. Yeah, they whipped me like a slave today, man. Yeah, we got a lot of snow coming this weekend, man. Ah, man, it's going to be a marathon. It's going to be a marathon, man. Today is Wednesday. We looking at a lot of snow. I felt it, though. Remember? Didn't I say it? I was like, yo, we're going to get a lot of snow. Because I was like, I don't think I'm going to go to the fights. Because I was like, yo, I'm going to be so tired, man. I was like, I'm going to be so tired, man. I know how it be. January, February, we get a lot of snow, man. Appreciate you, Uncle Stats. Uncle Stats said you are the best. Ah, man, appreciate you, Joanne. Thank you. Thank you. You always do. You one of the top moderators. You one of my top shotters, man. You be in here shooting them down. Now, the reason why I'm really tired, though, all jokes aside, I did a lot yesterday. And then I was in the gym. Man. Appreciate you, man. He said, you ever run a hose from the exhaust to the inside? Nah, man. You trying to kill me? I got a lot of living to do, brother. What's your name? Hold on, I can't even see. What I do with my phone, man? Oh, here it is right here. What I do with my phone, man? So I can read the chat. All right. Nah, HUD 1. HUD. Nah. Just hit that like button though, man. I had a good time in the gym last night, right? I was messing with Joe Dini, right? Right? Cause I was sitting on the bench. I wasn't exercising, right? I was sitting on the bench. Thank you, Unc. I was sitting on the bench, right? And Joe Dini would always be like, yo, I'm on that bench. Get off that bench, right? So I said to him yesterday, I clipped the video. The video is hilarious. I did the dead president scene. I said, yo, I ain't your enemy, brother. I said, yo, I ain't your enemy, brother. I said, yo, brother, I ain't your enemy. yeah, that was Cuddy. Yo, Cuddy was hard, man. That's how Cuddy rocked. Yeah, he rocked Anthony to sleep, remember? Yo, and then he gum butted that nigga, man. Yeah, he gum butted that nigga down the stairs. Yeah, that's how Cuddy did him. Yeah, he ran down on Cuddy. Yo, Cuddy was smooth, man. Cuddy was a killer, man. Yo, Cuddy was like, yo, Cuddy said, hold up, young blood. I ain't your enemy, right? Yeah. And yo, look, and Cuddy was official, right? Because look, Cuddy was gonna kill that nigga, right? Yo, Cuddy was gonna kill that nigga, but see, Cuddy kept it all the way in P, right? Yeah, he kept it all the way in P. He knew it was over Juanita. That nigga said, I ain't gonna kill you over no woman, nigga, right? Because Cuddy was a real gangster businessman. It wasn't over no business. It was over a woman. Cuddy said, yo, I ain't gonna kill you over no woman, man. But he said, yo, I ain't your enemy, brother, right? Yo, Cuddy was smooth. Yeah, if my man T-Dog was in here, yo, T-Dog can tell you how I did niggas like that, right? Yo, I did niggas like that, right? On my brother moves on. I say, yo, man, yo, look, my hands is lethal. I do a nigga like this in a heartbeat, and then jump on him. Like, just like this, you give it up. Yeah, you give it up. She said, yeah, he was about that. Yeah, Cuddy was the gangster, man. Cuddy was a gangster. I might go home and watch Dead Presidents tonight, man. That's one of my favorite movies, man. It's just sad how that shit ends, man. Like, it's sad, right? He goes to jail. He does all that time. Yeah, those are classics, Joanne. Joanne, those are the good movies. See, like, yo, me personally, right? You know, I'm New York. I'm a New Yorker, man. So a lot of my movies are New York based, but I also love a lot of LA movies because I got LA family. So I related to both sides. Like Menace to Society was another one of mine. Boys in the Hood, right? That's why last night, yo, shout out to Bernie. Bernie had me crying. Yo, Bernie said that nigga was a mark. Yo, Bernie called that nigga a mark, man. Yeah, he was sounding like one of my cousins, man. Yeah, he called that nigga a mark. Yeah, that is so West Coast, man. Yeah, I've been to the D. Yo, look. Yo, we fought in Toledo, Ohio. A couple years back. We had to fly to Detroit. Man. We had to fly to Detroit. Detroit is rough, man. Yo, too bad I wasn't on how I'm on it now. How I be doing a lot of documentary work, and I got good camera equipment. I wanted to document a lot of that shit, man. That's when they was doing the gentrification, right? But they got whole abandoned neighborhoods over there, man. Pistons is cooking lately. Yeah, the Pistons, Detroit Lions too, though, man. You know, y'all think y'all will get a Super Bowl real soon? Yeah, it has. I know. That's what I said. Y'all might get a Super Bowl real soon, huh? Y'all might get a Super Bowl, man. Yeah, Paid in Full is my brother's movie. Yo, we used to watch that all the time, Joanne. With Calvin. Yo, Calvin was hilarious. You know who my character was at I'm not even gonna look. Last time I made a statement about a truck that was fucked up, yeah, they suspended me. Right? Yo, Paid in Full is my movie too, man. Paid in Full is my movie too, man. They got some good characters in there, man. Motherfucking Nori's character, he's hilarious. Pibbs, the cleaning dude. That's another. You know, yo, I'm gonna give you my top 5 though. Yo, New Jersey Drive. Yo, look, I claim it. It's Jersey. Shout out to Newark. But Newark is like New York, but that's Jersey. You know what I'm saying? New Jersey Drive is one of my top favorites, man. That's one of my top favorites, man. Yeah, remember when he was locked up and my man pressed him? Yeah, the nigga that robbed him. Remember the nigga that took the car? That's the nigga that pressed him when they was in the boys' home facility, the jail. That's the nigga that was like, yo, man. Yo, what's up with your man Mitch? He was like, yo, what's up with your man Mitch? And he was like, what's up, man? He said, yo, man, I don't think you hear me, nigga. I said, what's up with your man Mitch? This Jersey Drive was my movie, man. I might watch that tonight too, man. I got all those joints. All those joints. But my West Coast is like Menace, Boys in the Hood, right? With Ferris. He said, yo, I'm going to go, but I'll check you. Appreciate you, Unc. Salute, man. Yeah, don't mind the title. I was just, I was trolling in the title, man. I don't live out my whip. I was just trolling in the title, man. That's what I do, man. It's all content, man. It's all content, man. Let me see. I might have to get rid of somebody. Hold on. I just busted on the screen. Now I'm getting you up out of here, man. Get up out of here, man. You coming over here with the goofy energy. See you later. We having a productive conversation over here, man. You ain't talking about nothing, homeboy. You ain't talking about nothing. You came over here with that goofiness, man. Yeah, we was talking about classic movies, right? Classic movies on the East Coast and the West Coast, man. Classic movies, man. But yeah, Joanne said pay. I might go home and watch Paid in Full, man. I don't, y'all, look, I like that movie and I don't like it anymore, right? Because, you know, Paid in Full, not for nothing, they was getting money. You can't really get money like that no more, man. The game is over. Yo, the game is over, man. But back then, you can get a lot of money. Nowadays, you try, like, to me, and I say this respectfully, when I see niggas that be glorifying the hustling and all of that, and be on the internet, yo, like so many niggas that be alleged getting money, drug dealing niggas, they be on the internet. To me, them niggas scare me, man. Niggas that be on the internet glorifying selling drugs and like they getting it in the dope game on the internet, I be like, yo, who you work for? Who you setting up, nigga? What federal informant are you? Who are you? Right? Real talk. That's why, like, certain movies like that, Joanne, I watch them and I can't watch them, man. Cause Paid in Full, they was getting to that bread. He said, whenever I get in a conversation, I usually solve it with my, oh man, yeah, get him out of here, man. Yo, get this guy out of here. Why are they sending them over here now, man? Yo, hold on, let me regulate this chat real quick, man. These guys is just coming out the woodwork right now, man. Get these guys out. Yo, listen, man. Go on one of them boxing live streams, man. Go over there with them boxing niggas, man. Facts, Joanne. You was never lying. They ain't getting money like that no more, man. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. If niggas that know, right? Especially from around my way, they know that was my grandmother. Yo, listen, my grandmother, niggas know my family. Yo, my grandmother was Supreme Team, man. Yo, all my cousins and yo, Supreme Team. Word, Supreme Team, man. Yo, that's why a lot of these dudes from around my way that know me, they jealous, man. They been jealous fans their whole life. Yo, Joanne. They been jealous fans their whole life. They been jealous, man. Word to my mother. They been jealous, man. That's why I be killing niggas. Like, yo, how long you been jealous, nigga? How long you been jealous, man? Rest in peace to Yacht and all that. Look, man, my grandmother was getting it, nigga. Niggas know about my family, nigga. I be chilling, cause that's nothing to glorify. But when niggas be on here trying to defame my character and slander me, I be like, man, you niggas is soft, man. Stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane. Facts, Joanne be hating. Stay in your lane, man. You niggas is soft, man. Y'all know how my family was carrying it. Audi 5000s, big BMWs, right? I be on here wild humble. Cause I don't be wanting to disrespect niggas. But a lot of you niggas was poor, nigga. And my family, we took care of everybody. You niggas know what's up. You niggas was poor, man. Like, yo, listen, man. I be wanting to be humble, man. I don't be wanting to be like that. But yo, if you a fucking peasant, man, stay in your lane, man. Don't speak on royalty, man. Do not speak on divine royalty, man. Especially if you a peasant, man. Yo, Joanne, you were spot on. You do. Yo, listen, man. My family, all the official niggas know what it's hitting for, man. Toyota Supras, Nissan Maximas, all the European joints, right? Yo, listen, my grandmother was the queen, man. She was the queen, nigga. You heard? She was the queen, man. She was the queen. I got an older cousin right now. To this day, that nigga still holds a grudge, right? Cause I was my grandmother's favorite, right? When we was like one of the only cribs, right? Listen, we was one of the only cribs, right? We had cell phones, all that, but we took care of everybody. That's how my grandmother raised us, right? WrestleManias. All the pay-per-views, right? We had them all, right? Everybody wanted to be my friend because my word was law. If I told my grandmother they couldn't come to the party, to the pay-per-view party, they couldn't come, right? One of my older cousins, that nigga was teasing me, right? I was like, all right, nigga. All right, right? He thought because he was older than me, right? He was talking wild reckless, right? I was like, watch this, right? I run shit. I'ma fix you, nigga, right? It was WrestleMania. Listen, it was WrestleMania, right? My grandmother shut it down. We had the WrestleMania party, the big flat TVs and all that. I told my grandmother I'm her favorite. I said, y'all don't want that nigga to come. That nigga couldn't come to the party. Still to this day, man. That nigga's like 50 years old. He still brings that shit up, man. He still brings that shit up. How he couldn't come to the WrestleMania. That's how I had it. That's how I had it. I was like, nigga, you talking shit? I'ma fix you, nigga. I was like, watch, I'ma fix you. I told my meme, I said, I don't want that nigga to come. Word. I was like, that nigga was talking shit at the park. He can't come. I was like, that nigga can't come. Every time I used to see that, the joint, on the living color, that nigga had to watch from the porch. He was on the porch, right? Because my grandmother had the L crib. That nigga was outside on the porch looking through the window, watching that shit. He couldn't come in the crib. That nigga still holds a grudge for that shit, man. He brings that shit up all the time. It's a nigga that been to jail. That nigga did, he did countless bids. That nigga still dwells on that shit. When he gets mad, that nigga always brings that shit up. He always brings that shit up. That nigga did countless bids and brings that shit up, man. Whenever he gets mad at me, he be like, fuck you, Shawnee. You ain't shit, man. That nigga's like 50 years old, man. He be bringing that shit up, man. That's why I try to tell you, certain things you do in your childhood, that shit sticks with you. That shit sticks with you. Word. That shit sticks with you. That's a fact. Hold on. What you say? You said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Remy. Yeah, Remy. But Joanne, I remember that. We used to have, look, and then my uncles, right? My uncles used to go to all the fights in Atlantic City. Right? We used to turn it up, man. That's why when I be looking at my kids and how Coach Ring, I be like, I'm just keeping the cycle going. When I be seeing my kids and how they be moving and grooving, being at the fights and the hotels and all that, I be like, this is the circle of life, man. It's the circle of life. Cause I remember being like that. Being in Atlantic City at the fights, running around. You know what I'm saying? Atlantic City, they flipped Atlantic City. But you remember back in the day, Atlantic City, right? Like now, when you go to Atlantic City now, with all the gentrifications and shit, what they did with how they got the outlets and all that shit, it never used to be, Atlantic City was really like the slums, man. It was like the slums. They put a lot of money into Atlantic City, man. Cause I used to remember being in Atlantic City, and my moms and all of them, they used to be like, cause when we was much younger, like now, the casinos and shit, they like kid friendly. Back in the day, if you was a kid, a teenager, you couldn't really be in the casinos like that. They used to be on. Now it's like, yeah, you see kids all in these shits, man. But back in the day, you couldn't be in there. And then, like, if you know, Atlantic City was rough, man. It was rough. And my moms and them, they used to be like, yo, y'all can't go off the boardwalk and all this shit. Cause literally, yo, you go like a block off the boardwalk, that shit turned into the Taj Mahal, man. That shit was the Taj Mahal. It used to be rough out there, man. Real talk, man. I remember, yo, look, you want to hear a funny Atlantic City story, right? Yeah, I remember, yo, we all grown in here, right? So this is grown conversation. Yo, they used to have the hoes, right? Yo, they used to have the hoes, right? Right? You know, it's Atlantic City, man. Pimps up, hoes down. Yo, the hoes used to be out there, right? I remember being out on the boardwalk and seeing my uncle's man. Yeah, that nigga was tricking, man. that nigga was tricking, man. Yeah, he was looking for a trick, man. He was out there on the whole stroll, man. That nigga won a couple, he won a couple dollars in the casino. Yeah, he was having a good time, man. I always remember that shit, man. I always remember, niggas was laughing, man. I said, that nigga had a lick, man. Yeah, he went out there and got him one of the hoes off the stroll, man. She said the building still there, but it's closed. Yo, when I go there now, right? When I go to Atlantic City now, I remember all the memories, but I'm like, damn, they really flipped this shit, yo. They flipped it, yo. Like, they put a lot there. Like, it used to, and they should have been did that, though. Because you know the amount of money, they could have been had, like, built it up around there how it is now. Because, the millions and millions of dollars that was coming through there in the 80s and 90s, that shit should have been like that, yo. Should have been like that. Dark Horse, what up, fam? Hopefully you hit that like button. Yo, it should have been like that in AC, man. Yo, I remember me and my brother went to a fight down there, right? And I was like, I didn't want to drive, right? Cause we had started drinking and shit, right? And I was like, I was telling that nigga, he was like, yo, just drive, right? I was like, nigga, drive. I said, yo, you bugging, right? You know how Jersey is. I said, yo, we'll catch a DWI. So what we did was, we jumped on the train, right? I was like, yo, check it. Yo, we still gonna get there. I was like, yo, look. Yo, we jumped on the train, right? Got off at Penn Station, walked right to the bus terminal, right? From the bus terminal, we took the bus straight to the casinos, man. Straight to the casino. I was like, and we lit. I was like, we lit. I had the big $100 bottle of Henny. I had the champagne. I was like, we lit, man. You want me to drive down there and catch a DWI, nigga? I was like, you want me to drive down there? And then we turned it up at the fights. I was like, you want me to drive down there and catch a DWI, fam? Come on, man. But that's why I always tell dudes, I'll be like, these niggas don't move around, right? You can get to Atlantic City for free. Basically for free. Cause when you go to the bus terminal and Port Authority, and you catch any of those joints going to the what's the name? It's a free ride. Cause they give you your bread to go gamble all the time. All the time. They give you your shit. You can go play slots, do whatever. They give you your shit. They want you to go down there, man. They want you to go down there, man. But I always remember telling this nigga that shit, man. Like, This nigga like, yo, man, just drive. I was like, I'm not driving. Yo, we started drinking. We was kicking it. My man gave me the tickets to the fights with the credentials. I was like, yo, we gotta go, man. He was like, yo, just drive. He was like, yo. I said, nigga, you drive. Nah, I was drinking. Look, I was drinking. Nigga, I was drinking with you. You can drive, though. Why you want me to drive? I got a CDL. Yeah, you want me to drive, right? Risking my CDL. Why don't you drive? I said, yo, you drive, right? I was like, yo, you drive. We can roll, you can drive my car. Let's go. Oh, nah, I was drinking. Nigga, I was drinking with you. So now we jumped on the train and we made it down there. But I always remember that. I said, yo, this old grimy ass nigga. He want me to drive, right? Risk getting pulled over with a CDL license. Like, come on, man. Make it make sense, man. But I remember my man, another nigga that I used to fuck with that do media. He still do media. Yeah, he was on the bus with us. Yeah, that nigga was on the bus. Yo, we had one of the wildest nights, man. Yeah, we covered the fights, and then we came home the next day, like the wee hours of the morning, right? Listen, all I remember, right? I remember getting on the bus, the Greyhound bus, right? Yo, we pulled the all-nighter. Yo, we got on the bus. We left Atlantic City. This how tired I was. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Yo, I got on the bus. Yo, my man was sitting right over here. I looked at him like this, right? I did one of these. Yo, when I opened my eyes up, yo, we was in Port Authority. The pulling into the Port Authority shit. I was like, God damn. And then we walked to the LIRR. I said, yo, we was lit last night, man. Yo, we was lit. I slept the whole ride. And it literally felt like 5 minutes. It felt like I closed my eyes for 5 minutes. I looked at this nigga like this. Cause he was like, he was in a maze, right? Because he was down there and we all covered the fights together. And I got him a credential, right? I got him a credential because I had ringside shits. So him and my brother had the auxiliary. They had the shit with like photographers and all that. I had the ringside shit. So we was all in there. We ate good. Yo, we was chilling, man. And then, next morning, we came back to the city, right? Yeah, we was all on the bus. I looked at that nigga like this. He was sitting there. I was like, damn, yeah, we did it up. I did like this. Opened my eyes up. We was in Port Authority, man. Port Authority. Yo, Joanne, yes, it was crazy. Wait till I drop that content, cause I got all the pictures from that shit. That's when I was kicking with Roy Jones, Max Kellerman, all those dudes, man. It was good times. Good times, man. We was turned up. We was at the Hard Rock. The fights was at the Hard Rock Casino. Rest in peace to Nassim Richardson. That's the first time I met Nassim Richardson. And then, the rest is history. I got countless content with him, with Nassim Richardson. But that was the first time I met Nassim Richardson at those fights. Cause after the fights was over, like we had like crazy all type of access shit, man. And we was just kicking it with all them. Then we ate. It was good times, man. That's the HBO days. See, look. See, a lot of these niggas is Johnny come latelys with this boxing shit. Dude, these are HBO days, nigga. I was fucking with the HBO niggas back then. And then we was all in the hotel, kicking it. Twisted, cause I remember I told you I had the big $100 bottle with the champagne, right? So I had all that in the room. I had all that in the room, cause even back then when I was still getting loose, I always try to keep it professional. I always kept it professional. I was like, I ain't gonna smuggle my liquor in there, cause you can, right? Right, look, I could have smuggled the liquor in there. I could have had a big glass of a Hennessy or something like this and been sipping all night. But I didn't move like that. I just try to keep it professional, right? But I had the big $100 bottle on Henny, man. Yeah, we killed that shit after them fights, man. And we was in the casino turned up, man. My man Soldier. Yeah. Every time Soldier sees me at different events now, he always talks about that shit. He always talks about that night, man. He be like, yo, remember the HBO fight? He was like, yo, you got me the credential? I was like, yeah, man, that's how I roll. I was like, yo, you was with us. I was like, yo, look, you was with us, man. I don't move like that, man. I don't move like that. Like, yo, you know, it's people that really move like that, right? You go somewhere with somebody, and them niggas will get in, right? Look, yeah, they get in. You ever been with people like that? Yeah, they get in and they try to just leave you. I don't move like that, man. If we all can't get in together, I won't go in. And that's how I did it that night. And it fucked him up because he wasn't used to that. I was like, yo, I told the dude straight up, I said, yo, that's my cameraman. I was like, yo, they were supposed to put him on the list. I was like, yo, this is my cameraman. I was like, if he can't cover it, I can't cover it. Yeah, they gave me the professional courtesy. Yeah, they let him in. But like I said, they sat in the auxiliary section. I had ringside shit, man. I was ringside, right? Yeah, I had the computer shit. Look, that's how they do it. Look, I don't know about now for you niggas, because I guess, like I said, a lot of y'all niggas don't do it. Look, I was ringside. I had a computer. I had all that shit, right? Because when you that type of, what's the name? They think you writing shit up, right? And you putting it out. So I was right there in that section. Damn, niggas is blowing my horn up. Yeah, he said, that's effed up, bro. He said, I could flop with cats like that. That's why I keep a small circle. Yeah. Yo, dudes do that shit all the time, bro. All the time. I won't go in. We covered the fights in Philly, right? Yo, listen, we covered the fight when Tevin Farmer fought in Philly. I had like 6 credentials. 6 credentials. Yo, Tevin Farmer fought in Philadelphia. We fought his hometown fight in Philadelphia. Yo, I had 6 credentials. It was me, my man Al, June, my brother, Champ 5. Yo, I had 6 credentials, yo. We was chilling. We was chilling. That's how I used to move, man. But then, like you said, as I got older and my company really started expanding, I had to dead that off, because I'm like, a lot of times the company you keep is a reflection of you. So if niggas ain't moving professional, I gotta slide, bro. I'm soaring to new heights. When Devin Haney fought at the Hula Theater, I had the 6 credentials again. Had mad niggas in there with me, man. Right? Because they used to be my cameramen or my reporters. I said, look, I probably could get that now. But like I said, as I started getting older, I was just seeing how niggas move and give it up. I was like, nah, man. Nah. Cause some of the promoters and the dudes that really move, they know what I was bringing to the table. They know I was the UGK. I was marketing, promoting. I was selling a lot of tickets at these events, man. I was bringing the crowd. I was bringing the crowd to all of these fights, bringing the crowd. That was a dope trip, right? The Philadelphia one, right? Cause shout out to my guys, man. They picked us up in Jersey. They picked us up in Jersey. That's the first time I found out about how the Jersey trains run, right? Cause listen, after the fight, right? I thought the New Jersey trains, right? I'm gonna end the live, and after I say this piece right here, right? I thought the New Jersey train line ran like Manhattan, right? Yo, we came back from the fights in Philly. My people's they live in Jersey City, and that. So they was like, I was like, yo, just drop us off. I was like, yo, just drop us off at Newark Penn Station. I was like, we gonna jump on the train, right? So we got back there maybe like 2, a little before 3 o'clock. Yo, the next train, yo, listen, the next train to Manhattan wasn't until like 6 a.m. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, nah, that ain't it. You know how, yo, listen, you ever been to Newark Penn Station? That shit is the balls of Gotham, nothing but dope fiends and all that. Yo, we had to take an Uber. I took an Uber to Penn Station. Cause I was like, yo, it was like 2:38. Yo, the next train wasn't coming to like 6 in the morning. I was like, hell no. I was like, hell no, man. I was like, yo, that's dead, right? Yeah, I was like, yo, that's dead. We ain't sitting here. Yo, me and my brother took an Uber to Penn Station, man. I was like, I can't sit up here for no 4 hours. That's when I found out about the Jersey trains don't run like NYC. Like NYC trains shut down, but you get a train every hour on the hour. Not no 4 3-hour laps. He said 2:30. That's close to the, yo. They was all out there, Dark Horse. All the zombies was out there. Newark Penn Station is different, man. Newark Penn Station is different, man. It be mad dope fiends out there, man. Yo, the zombies, man. It be the zombies out there, man. It's almost like, yo, what's that street in Philadelphia that's like that? It starts with a K. It's on the tip of my tongue, man. Yo, if any of my Philly brothers is in here, man, shout that street out, man. Is it Kensington? Hopefully I'm saying it right, man. Yo, Philadelphia is crazy, bro. It's like Skid Row. It's like Philly Skid Row, bro. It's bad down there, man. It's bad down there. Yo, I remember. We want sparring, right? Look, we had a sparring session down there, and I took the guys over there. I was like, cause I be wanting them to see shit, man. I'd be like, yo, you gotta see all the real shit. So we went over there, cause we was sparring down there in Philly, and then after sparring. Yes, Kensington, that's it, right? I said it right. I said this shit right? Yo, when I tell you, yo, it's nothing but dope fiends. It's like, yo, that shit is like a movie, bro. Yo, it's like, yo, that shit is like listen. It's like the apocalypse, man. It's like the apocalypse, bro. Straight death. Word, straight death. Cause the young boys wanted to get some Philly cheesesteaks, so we got some Philly cheesesteaks and shit. And before we jumped on the road, I was like, yo, I want to show y'all something. Yo, we went through there. That shit was an eye awakening for them, man. They never seen nothing like that, man. They never seen nothing like that. Look at my man Reek. I think that's Reek's people. Yeah, it is. Yo, today seemed like a longer day than yesterday, man. But yo, hopefully y'all enjoyed this sauce, man. Yo, don't mind the title, man. The title was all jokes, man. I was just joking around with the title. I'm gonna come back on tonight, man. I'm gonna try to, well, I may edit some footage up too, though, man. But I'm gonna come back on and give y'all that mature sauce experience, man. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the studio. I did the studio one yesterday, man. Dark Horse, I appreciate you pulling up, man. You know? Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on my man. Watch. Y'all wanna get a good laugh? Watch that. Watch me pull up on my man over here. Wow. Yo, I heard you got all the juice up here now, man. Yo, I heard you got the juice, man. Yo, I heard you got the juice, man. Yo, I see you, man. Yo, putting a good word for me, man. Yeah, my man T got a promotion, man. I'm proud of him. I told him, I said, yo, go over there and fuck with Drain that you move up quick, man. And you learn all the equipment. You heard? That's what you gotta do. You gotta know how to play the system. Yeah, when you go over there with drainage, you work a little harder. Yeah, you work a little harder, but listen, you learn all the equipment. And you move up quick, man. See what I told my man? I said, y'all heard you got the juice, man. I heard you got the juice, fam. Yo, you got the juice. Yeah, he moved up quick. Yo, Teak just got the promotion, man. Yeah, he moved up quick. He said, that's what's up, bro. You always helping. Yeah. I told him go over there, man. Go over there. Because look, one thing about drainage, if you a hard worker, they'll fuck with you. And then, once they see you with them over there, they're going to teach you. Your head be like me. Yeah, you be in all the equipment. Yeah, you be in the loaders. You be in all that. You learn everything, man. Look. It's like anything in life. Yo, the more experience you got, right? Yeah, come on, man. You need it. You in demand. Yeah, you in demand, right? A nigga that can do more, they need you. They need you. See what I told him? I said, yo, man, I heard you got all the juice, man. I heard you got the juice, homie. God going, yeah, man, all the time. Yo, Dark Horse. I tell niggas that shit all the time. See what I told my man? I said, y'all heard you got the juice, player. I heard you got the juice up here, man. Right? Yeah, I heard you got the juice, man. Teak over there stepping, man. Look, yo, Teak got the big truck now. Look. Yo, we out of here. 2 more minutes, man. But salute to everybody that came through. Thank you for the 10 likes. I'll be back on later, man. Look, yo, look at this rental car right here. Yo, this is a rental. Yo, I want to get one of these. I'm talking into existence. See that Chevy Silverado? That's what I want, man. I want that Silverado right there. That's a loaner. I want one of those, man. I need me a big pickup truck like that, man. It's time to upgrade, man. It's time to upgrade, man. Crew cab like that, 4x4. I ain't gonna put no blades on it, man. You know I'm a blade guy. Yeah, that shit is real nice. That's the loaner truck, though. I want to get one of those, man. Yeah, if I was retired right now, I ain't gonna hold you. If I was retired, because my aunts and them got them shits down south, I would definitely get one. But I'm not retired, man. A couple years when I'm retired, that's what y'all gonna see me moving in, man. It's gonna say Shy News Boxing on the side, man. Shy News Boxing LLC. So when you see me doing DoorDash and shit in those, don't knock my hustle, man. We all gotta make a living, right? But hey, what do I know? Got it.